Okay, now we're really back. Um, let's go for our rivalry for the ages then, shouldn't we? Wait, we want to go to the map. And we want to fast travel to London somewhere. Or is it London? Steinbjorn, one of the most powerful creatures ever to walk the earth. Steinbjorn cannot be defeated by any but the most powerful of warriors. Okay, that's new. Did they, I wonder what that is. Is that like a seasonal thing, or are they hoping to have, you know, to tell people don't engage this enemy this early on? Alright. Here we are. And where is our jumping off point? Ouch! It's a bit unreliable, this game, in that regard. Like, the leap of faith points are... I wonder if that's intentional, you know, to say, you know, make it a leap of faith for the player. If I jump down there, will it kill me? But I don't know, it's not really an interesting puzzle, you know? Let's see, let's just walk around with our hood up. Just so we don't run into any something went tink tink. Is there gold in here? Yes, there is. Something's a little imprecise about the collision detection they use. At least I think, you know, like I walked past this woman and she went like and you know, we were like half a meter away from her, so we weren't really that close. And we didn't touch her. Unless I'm misreading it and it's, you know, like wearing this hood outside of a distressed area where maybe it's more suspicious to wear a hood, or if they get close enough to see that I'm a Viking, they just go, oh my god, a Viking. But I don't think they did any of that when I didn't have the hood on, so I don't know. They don't seem to be happy. There is a drunk to lure, at least. At St. Paul's Cathedral. Looks like most of the other cathedrals in this game. And I mean, some of that is just, you know, the way cathedrals or churches are built, you know, because like there were certain techniques they could use, and if it was a certain size, then it had to use certain, you know, the newest of these techniques, because otherwise it would have just been prohibitively expensive. And then of course there's the whole, you know, it has to have a cross shape, and it has to be, at least that was a common thing, to have it turned towards what is it, oriented towards Jerusalem or something, I think was the rule. And so there were certain limits to, you know, what you can do with a church. And of course, to add to that, they will probably, if they have any clues how, you know, the major churches of England looked, you know, that was probably what they used to fill in the gaps for other churches about which there isn't much known. So that means that some of the bigger churches are probably, you know, just look the same as the others because that's where we stole from. But this St. Paul's Cathedral doesn't seem to be doing much. Except they always seem to be doing the bell ringing thing.
Jesus when the water on wine and en of the fishes we the heder mon hinet verel wal elemichs.
I wonder if people who grew up in England were actually taught this old dialect. Like, I mean, I learned Latin at school, so I have a bit, like, if someone speaks Latin there, I can, you know, get a vague idea of what it's probably about. Wasn't there a key nearby? Where did it go? I don't see it anymore. Well, I guess we'll just go and leave it at that. Oh, there, key. And I think that over here might be getting closer, yeah, to the mission objective. Okay, but let's try. Oh, is that in that military area? Oh no, it might actually be just in the upper floor of this building. That would be nice. We could just... This dog barking sound in the background is really... I had to check for a moment whether that is outside my window or in the game. Given I didn't have windows open, it sounded too clear. Yes, we have a mysterious key, okay. Don't know if that's for a later mission. Alright. And now let's find...
Asked about this land, my friend.
Okay, this area with its key. That's where we gotta go, I guess. This area could really use a bunch more, you know, like ropes and things to connect stuff. so you can just hop over the roofs and avoid contact with people. Ah, that looks like his shop.
If I find one crack, that statue is as fragile as the rest of my collection and costs more than the hovel you call a home.
Just a clay man with his cock out, you nutter.
Just a clay man with his cock out, you nutter. Dad, one of you nutters.
If I find
I have a friend who needs that little Roman man you have, Octavian of London.
I've a guess who your friend is. And no, Osbert cannot have his greasy pedestrian fingers on something so exquisite.
Osbert.
Oh, that is delicious. Yes, Osbert. A name fit for a poor failure. It'll cost a cow's weight in silver to get it in his hands.
Oh, I don't have the charisma. Or I can pay him 130.
I'm not leaving London without that sculpture.
Then you'll just have to return with more coin, Dane.
I need to keep Maximilian distracted and out of the way if I am to steal that statue.
Just a clay man with his cock out, you nutter.
You have come to the domain of Maximilian of Londinium, the city's premier collector of ancient treasures, despite what the deluded Octavian claims. I will return to my villa by the dusk of the morrow. All inquiries can be left in the postbox.
Statue is as fragile as the rest of my collection and costs more than the hovel you call a home.
So, like, in the morning, he will return. Oh, the question is that, does he by villa mean this shop? You know, like, I'll be back in the shop?
If I find one crack, that statue is as fragile as the rest of my collection and costs more than the hovel you call a home.
Just a clay man with his cock out, you
That's a
nutter.
bit rough. That cloak has seen better days. Okay. They're going back to the old stuff.
One crack. That statue is as fragile as the rest of my collection and costs more than the hovel you call a home.
Just a clay man with his cock out, you nutter.
Where is the key? It should be somewhere on that chair. Can I get at it?
If I find one crack,
Guess not.
that statue is as fragile as the rest of my collection and costs more than the hovel you call a home.
Just a clay man with his cock out, you nutter.
Again, why are the loops so short? So I guess I can get them to destruct. That sounds like something that I think we did in Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
I can pay you even more coin to not ask questions.
You sound like my father. What do you need? If you try to chop me up to bits, I'll scream.
I just need you to keep a man busy while I take back something he stole from me.
If you pay up front, then deal. But we need a signal. For if he's coming, and for when you're all clear. I'll make this noise. Caw, caw! If he's coming your way. And you make it when you've got the thing.
This noise? Caw-caw!
Close enough.
Okay, so that's 65 instead of 130. Let's see what we can see here. wonder how realistic that is. Like, it sounds, you know, real enough. And, you know, like, if you look in, you know, at markets and things, then, you know, like, screaming what services you provide is a common thing even today. And especially, you know, in a society where, you know, few people could write. It was necessary, basically. So, we seem to have 3 options for this quest now. We can get the kid to distract him. We can, for half the price, we can pay him the full price. Which, you know, we could afford. Both of which together, actually. Or we could try to charm him if we can get our charisma up. Do we have... stats? Let's see, what does it say? Range weapon, that's all just weapon stats. Where is... charisma level 4. You know, I'm kind of tempted to try all 3. But let's first see if we can get our charisma level up a little bit. Surely there is someone who flights. In London, is there? That white dot could be Temple of Mithras. I know about that. Well, I know about that cult. The fun thing about Mithras is that that was a very successful cult in ancient Rome. For quite a while, and it has some surprising similarities to Christianity, like what happened to the god and things like that. Basically, like the whole so it wasn't like for us it's basically unique to Christianity that you know, there might be a son of God that that, you know, gets killed and rises 3 days later. But apparently that's at the time was more of a motive, at least. I don't remember the exact details, so I'm trying to be trying to not say anything that is strictly wrong. If I got it wrong, I guess that's just another tattoo. Yep. So no flighting in London, really? Anyway, in some cities in Europe, you can still find Mithras temples these days. Which is curious. No, it's not curious, but like, you know, like they've dug out temples to Mithras. I have to say, I just realized I've forgotten a lot about the specifics, so I probably won't expound on that. Okay, what was the flighting symbol and why can't I find it anymore? Right, it kind of looked like... I think it looked a bit... Oh yeah, here. It's the blue smiley mask, whereas the white frowny mask is the Roman artifact. That was always the kind of the thing. So let's see if we have any flighting left to do. Oh, wait, but it's blue, so it's considered a mystery. So let's go down here, because that looks like where Orlog is. That looks like an area where there might be a flighter as well. And if not, we can go over there and see if there is a flighter there. I think something about Mithras had to do with gold. Am I misremembering that? Or am I just mixing it with like Mithril from Lord of the Rings being considered very valuable? No, but I think Mithras had a... Or maybe with Midas even. Of course that one exists too and has something to do with gold. Mysterious tree branch. A tall tree branch is up on the aqueduct. I saw someone jump from there once. I'm too scared to get up there. I'm sure it leads somewhere. Okay, so there's a leap of faith point somewhere on the aqueduct, and it leads somewhere. Maybe we're finding the London Assassin's Bureau that way. I don't really see a tree branch yet, but maybe you can only see it from above. I don't know. Or I'm barking up the wrong aqueduct. That's of course always an option. Boing, 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 boing. Ah, they're on the left, I think. Is that it? Or one over there? That looked more like a tree branch. The other one just looked like a... Ah! Yeah, that was off. I didn't have the air to yell that word and realized I was surviving after all, but that was a... I thought I would just catch it. Can we just run along here? Yeah, looks like it. At least mostly. Somehow we have to get down that aqueduct. What movie was that from? Where they called it an aqueduct. Instead of an aqueduct. Fun fact, the word duct is actually Latin and not English, or at least, you know, comes from Latin. Of course, it is an English word now. It comes from ducere, which is basically to guide, to lead. So aqueduct means something that guides water. And I guess an air duct is something that guides air. Alright. How do we get up here? Okay. Ah, yes, there's an Assassin's Bureau logo. And a hole to jump into. Just because it makes me feel better, let's do a quick save. Okay, that's nice. Londinium Bureau. Hello? Okay. Now we'll just have to find... Again, this is why you shouldn't do this by yourself. Because if you dive into one of these caves and realize that you know, that this doesn't lead anywhere where there's, you know, air, then you might not be able to breathe. Although, also, of course, you don't know if there's any rocks coming down or something in these caves, or pointy rocks that you can hit your head on. So if you do this, if you want to go spelunking in a cave, first get someone who has experience in it. Second, get yourself a rope or something so that people can pull you back if possible, you know, if you pass out or something like that. And, you know, if you can, you know, get a diving bottle. And then, of course, you know, if you're doing this the first time, don't just go any random place. Usually pushing space means walk on this. I don't think I've quite understood the buttons yet. At the least they seem to be different from Odyssey. I'm not really frustrated, you know, I'm just like wondering why the fuck it's so much worse than previous games. Okay, now we can walk on there, and I guess we can climb up there. Yes, that sounds interesting as well. I don't think there's anything useful down there. Okay, so we could try to find explodey stuff. Then somehow carry it up here. But right now, let's just use an arrow. It's much more subtle, you know? Subtle as in, you know, setting stuff on fire and blowing it up, of course. Which, you know, is all the subtlety you need in an Assassin's Creed game. On a typical day of study and training, as a departure from our usual routine, Master Hakor welcomed a guest to our Alexandrian bureau. A taut woman with a stoic expression, she seemed to be in the later years of her 5th decade. She entered the hall with feathered steps and sat at the head of the room in silence for quite some time, as Master Hakor delivered a vague introduction of this unknown figure. Throughout his speech, the woman never once glanced upon him, but swept her eyes across the acolytes seated before her, among whom I counted myself. When at last Master Hakor stepped aside, the woman stood and opened, with a blunt statement. "If nothing is true," she said, "this statement must also be false." The woman left her words hanging in the air. After a long and puzzled silence, a keen acolyte called Magas offered a reply. The creed itself is an irony. It suggests that the world cannot be broken into truths and falsehoods, facts and fictions. "Yes," the woman replied, "the world merely is. It exists, and we are but a small part of its wholeness. But to exist is to be true, no? A thing that exists is a thing we call a fact. To exist is to exist," the woman countered. "Truths and facts are valuations, acts, not objects." Magas fell silent, and the woman continued. "If everything is permitted, who gives this permission?" Okay. I'm not sure. I mean, you know, Cassandra probably had a lot of time, but like my theory, of course, is still that the woman they mention is Cassandra. But if she is, then you know, that seems overly philosophical. Why am I stumbling over that word right now? That seems overly philosophical for her, you know. So the question is, of course, you know, like she's lived a few centuries, so maybe that's why do we have an arrow in our hand? Oh, I think that's still an explosive arrow, is it? Genus Pacti. Execution. Reliable sources tell us Imperator Hadrian sails for Britannia this month. He intends to make war upon the northern native people. Intercept the Imperator in Londinium. We believe he will stay 5 nights at the villa southeast of the Colosseum. Enter villa as a slave and dispatch him via poison or under night's obscuring darkness. Amorous diversions are not advised. The Imperator is known to be a cautious man. Contrahit Acolytus Caius. Failure. Acolytus discovered and killed. Okay, so contrahit, of course, yeah, that means the person who took the contract, I guess. I was just going like, I don't remember Hadrian. I don't think he was historically assassinated. But then, you know, I don't have all the king's full life stories, the Roman Caesars, imperators, life stories memorized, so it could just be that I forgot or didn't hear it. Journal of Magister Vitus. I write this final entry at night in the finding glow of a single oil lamp. It appears our work in Britannia has been cut short by forces far outside our control. But that is not quite true. In some ways, we are to blame. For years, we have scratched at the pillars of empire, toppling one or two when the foundation seemed too strong, and the weight of any one Caesar's ambitions seemed too pressing. But there is a limit to how many supports a building may lose before it topples to the ground. We might have been more careful, we might have been more selective, more cautious in our approach to liberty, but we have helped free Britannia of all structure, and now the roof has collapsed. A dark age is coming. The burden now falls upon a future generation to bring back the light. How soon that will be, I cannot say, and I dare not hope. Okay, that's an interesting bit of lore. To say that the assassins basically took down the Roman Empire, but not intentionally, more by accident. By being too successful. Caveta. All currently serving Hidden Ones are hereby ordered to vacate these premises in Cologne. We've come on, this button. We've seen this order in pretty much all of the bureaus. Makes sense that would be here. Oh, I thought that was a trapdoor to go down through, but actually it's just a bit darker. Okay, and that's where we came in, I guess. Right, I didn't even realize that I could have just, you know, instead of diving forward, could have just gone up. That's also something that... she immediately lets go. What's going on? That's better. So is that the exit, or... Yeah, okay. This is an exit. So let's see what is over here. Nothing. What's up here? Seems to be something worth collecting somewhere over here still. And it seems to be underground. So let's go for another swim, I guess. Okay, no way here. Oh. Is this where we dived last time? Dove? No, that's just these corners of the pool. Okay. How did we even... I think we came... How did we even get into this room? Walk down some stairs, right? Yeah, okay. Well, maybe that... I mean, we found the codex, right? So that means... the Assassin's Bureau might be done, but on the other hand, that yellow circle seemed a lot larger than what we saw. And I think that's... I'm not sure if that's where we came in. Yeah, okay, that is suspiciously like where we are. Yeah, okay. Somewhere on the left. There seems to be a key over there. So the question is, how far away is that stuff? Weird how sometimes things it shows are okay, so that was basically the puzzle was that oh, so we could have just done that. Okay. Eivor. Since he usually can't jump. Why does she let go? I don't get this game sometimes. Like every time it's about like it's almost consistent, and then there's random so like I don't know if I misunderstand what the buttons do. But like usually you would do C or something to drop down again. I don't know. Like I wish this, and I think Odyssey was logical in that regard. Also, I don't think in Odyssey I had a random arrow sticking out of my hand. Okay, so this pretty much brought me nothing except knowing that that's the spot where I came in. But I wonder if they say that other person said they saw something jumping down from there. Was that a really, really old note? Or was that was there another assassin nearby? Or was it just some crazy person who thought, hey, cool, I can jump off this branch and there's a pool down there?
Shouldn't be seen. Better be hooded.
Alright. So we wanted to go down there to go flighting, I guess. And I guess we can just follow the aqueduct. I wonder what the I think I heard someone mention that the Assassin's Bureau's were an actual thing in a previous game. And I wonder if it was the same style, you had to reopen closed bureaus, or did you have to build up bureaus? Or what shape they had. It seems more like a quest. Definitely not flighting. I don't even remember if I've done flighting already.
I heard the Gilded Sparrow was carrying more in candies and spice from Axum. He had a hefty necklace in there too.
Makes sense as to why the compass would send the whole boat into the drink then. Bloody shame. Worth a pretty penny.
Oh, they're talking about a sunk ship, I take it.
This harbor houses sunken treasure?
Yeah, the current's too strong to pull the wreck out, so we're left to lament the loss. You interested?
I am a strong swimmer. I fear no cold, current, or dringer of the deep.
Then by all means. We can scrape together a reward fit for the cargo's rescue.
Okay. So, somewhere here in the harbor. Ah, down there, I guess. There is treasure to be found.
That must be the corpse of the Gilded Sparrow that merchant mentioned.
Corpse. Anything else down here? No. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
One chest with treasure, another with this bottled message. I wonder if it has preserved its message.
You know, I guess it's a good enough excuse, you know, to say the current is too strong, we can't salvage it. And Eivor, you know, being a very physical person, would probably not have a problem. This arrow is annoying me. I might have to reload and take the drunkenness. Okay, let's see. Inventory. Let's see if we can find this bottle and if we can read it. Here's house in the Saxon district. Oh, that was probably... Should have probably stayed near that house and tried to open it. I probably don't remember where that was exactly. Quest items. Bottle. Compax keeps taking too healthy a share of my wares. Watch the bastard try to take my coin when they're stuffed inside a cow's stomach. Ah, okay, so someone didn't pay the protection racket money. I guess that explains it. I think we have 2 skill points to spend. Yes. That's fire resistance. Might be helpful. What's this? Melee. Flail, fire. Poison resistance, ability damage. Oh, poison resistance, ability damage and stealth we could get. Or range resistance. could get fire and range. Let's go for that just to get the range, I guess. Don't know if we really... We don't have anything that uses fire right now, I think. Okay, let's do a quick save. And reload, I think, just to hope that we can get rid of that arrow that way. Please. Now's the question how efficient they are at reloading. You know, if they think, oh yeah, we know what the state of the character is in, we'll just swap out these few parts, then we'll still have the arrow in our hand. Okay, arrow is gone, but we're slightly listing. As expected.
A message in a bottle? Ah, wise. Hid a necklace in a cow's stomach. Guess you'll have to go fishing for the rest of the treasure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Drunken swimming, what could possibly go wrong? So... where is... I guess we need cow bones or something? I don't know. Not really looking like we're finding anything here. My problem with these quests is it's hard to, you know, interrupt them and pick them back up again. It's just broken barrels, okay. So I guess maybe the cow went downriver. So you kind of have to finish them or risk forgetting. This just fabric and not the lootable kind either. I wonder if this is just a bug in the mission and I already have what is needed. If they're trying to be clever. Like, oh yeah, the cow, you know, ran off the boat. And is now, you know, like somewhere in the marshes over there or so. Doesn't look like it though. I see no cows here. Nope. Oh, that's not good. Well, let's try to talk to her again, see if it's just a mission that, you know, doesn't notice when you already have something. Oh wait, what's this? My boat and all its priceless cargo has met its end as at the bottom of the river. If you recover any, please contact. So someone took him?
A message in a bottle? Ah, wise. Hid a necklace in a cow's stomach. Guess you'll have to go fishing for the rest of the treasure.
Oh, or maybe they're literal. Maybe one of the fish ate what was left of the cow.
The water is boiling with them.
Well, let's try it, I guess. Here, fishy, 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 fishy.
Little scaled cowards. Pull on my line.
Alright. Come on. Alright.
Slippery bastards. Must be the necklace. That is a lot of silver. Why shouldn't I keep it?
Okay. So that actually was what they meant. They were being literal.
I have the treasure you seek.
Do you? Please, give it here then.
Oh, they didn't specify whether the cow was alive or drowned or got eaten by fish either. Yeah, exactly. She said go fishing, not swimming. Okay, yeah, sorry, I didn't see a message there. Hi, Ada, by the way. Yeah, that was what I was kind of... Like, for a moment, I was going like, okay, you know, you have to go in there to get the rest. But no, that wasn't it. And then I thought, well, maybe the cow made it, you know? But of course the last chance is, yeah, the fish ate it. That was kind of where I eventually arrived at as well. Maybe he hid it inside a haggis. Effectively, yes, the fish got haggis. So another question is, how do we answer here? You know? I mean, what would Eivor do, you know? Like, on one hand, we go somewhere and raid. And we deserve payment. You know, so why not keep that? We've, you know, given them the rest. Punch someone, then drink. Repeat. Basically, that's this game summarized. Hi, fam. How's it going? Yeah, but I don't know. On the one hand, I want to find out, you know, if you get anything special. If you give it to her. Can I save here? Probably not. Nope, I can't. Life is life, can't really complain and all that. Oh well, good. At least that. I hope it gets better, but it's a start. So what do we do? I think it just feels wrong for Eivor to give them that when she's done all the work. You know, she's not that selfless, you know? She wants to make this peaceful for herself. Like for her village. That's why she's in this big stuff. She has no reason to give random strangers stuff.
I risked my neck swimming into the drink, so the spoils are mine.
I guess that worked.
Fair winds today.
I wonder if it, you know, would have made a big difference if we hadn't kept it. But where did I last save? So that was my decision that just got auto-saved 4 minutes ago. I don't know. Not worth going back, I guess. Maybe in another playthrough. Alright, we still haven't found anyone who does flighting though. There has to be someone flighting in London, no? Okay, let's see. Near the Minerva Temple is another mission. And there's something back there. So let's just run over there and see. What's this? London for Londoners. Brothers, join our cause and rid the city of filthy outlanders. Can we burn this? I mean, you know, admittedly, our raids have probably done something. And like many Vikings raids here, probably done something to warrant that mindset. But it's still not a good general statement to make. You know, if it had said, you know, get rid of those Danes that keep raiding our villages or something, fine. I did what you're angry at me for. What's in here? Oh, that looks like it's valuable. Alright, just supplies. Well, not, you know, supplies are good. But yeah, so if you ever wondered what London looks like, I guess this is it. Somehow I imagined it more glamorous. And fewer cows, maybe. Actually, I don't think we've seen a cow yet. I don't think. My pronunciation is all over the place today. It's horrible. Whoa, those are some fancy bridge statues. It's also interesting with all the pick-up health things in this game. What's in here? Arrows. Full of arrows, good. With all that stuff in this game. Or rather with this mechanic, it's actually harder to keep yourself healed up. Fully, not because you don't have enough, you know, health in general, but more that you can't find enough health to heal yourself fully again at highest level. Hello? Anyone have some snacks for me? No? I kinda like that you can just sit down randomly at someone's table. Yes, it's a stealth mechanism, but it would have been fun if at least outside the mistrust regions, if you could maybe have, you know, like if they'd made like 3 or 4 conversations that you can have when you're sitting down at someone's table. I mean, you know, it's feature creep, I know. But, you know, just thinking here, like, of fun things one could do in a game like this. Ah! Okay, here is flighting. Thank you. Seemed weird that London wouldn't have any flighting. Okay, let's get our charisma off then. Augusta the Cheerful.
What is it? Do you enjoy flighting? Lobbing insults at one another?
I am familiar.
Then I challenge you. But be warned, this flighting's like none you've ever known.
How's that?
For this duel of flighting, intent is reversed. All rudeness is flattery, a blessing, a curse.
Oh, okay, so we have to be nice.
Then simply be kind.
Okay.
What a lovely request from a very sharp mind.
Okay, that's
How
at least
charming.
changing it up a bit.
Here's my wager. After you, friend.
I stand here in awe at the charm of your face.
Yes.
You're the picture of elegance, beauty, and grace.
This feels weird.
Well done. I was wrapped with excitement when you came along.
Oh, your valor's the subject of story and song.
You're wonderful. You've such a great talent for flighting and rhyme.
It is truly a pleasure, my partner's sublime.
You're such a talent.
This flighting's been lovely, a wonderful time. You're skilled with your rhythm as well as your rhyme.
It's been a true joy to take a moment away from London's troubles and trials. You've more than earned this.
That was nice. Oh, but we're far from level 5 yet. Okay, so I guess we'll have to find a few more then. forget, is the drinking game give charisma as well? Huh. Or Orlog? God, I don't want to do Orlog. Let's see. Do we have flighting left somewhere? Or just generally? Missions near one of those spots? What does the charisma entry maybe say something? Not here. Is it here? And then stats, charisma level. Charisma points are obtained via flighting. Yeah, it just says flighting, so I don't think we have to do anything else. At least that's a positive way of seeing it. That was a fun little flighting match, though. You know, I like that they just, you know, turned it around a bit and, you know, made it different. Also feels like a kind of like a fun little higher level challenge. Because, you know, people who've practiced flighting probably have all the insults at the ready, and now they have to think. That's a Roman thing. We have to have flighting somewhere. I guess we'll have to win against 2 more people in flighting. And that's London. Did we get someone flighting in Oxenford already? That seems to be our riches. What is this? I guess we'll fast travel over there and check out what this quest is, or what this mystery is. So far for just doing doing main quest again. We're on like a what would you call it, like secondary main quest, because like all the assassin stuff, that's, by the way, in these games basically you have 2 storylines. You have the main storyline as anyone would think of it, and then you have this assassin branch with the cult and stuff. And those, like, when you finish one, the other keeps going. You anyone I know?
If you would have me a all-father, grant my time will soon come.
Oh, it's cool. They have, since her mouth is covered, they actually changed her voice accordingly. That's cool. Alright, let's see what this is. One of these days I'll figure out how to get the character from not just randomly climbing on shit or jumping off shit when I don't want it. Like, basically the free run in this direction key for a farther jump and the I don't care if I take damage key are the same, which is a bit annoying. Because it means that in some cases where you think, oh yeah, this is just a far jump, you're actually taking damage.
Good fellow! I've locked myself out.
That's a bit
I
buggy.
haven't the strength to break open my door.
This is your house.
I set my key down, only to watch it fall into the river. My name's Bron.
Hi, Brun.
Ah, a Dane. I have an object inside that you'd be interested in. The legendary horn of Ragnar Lothbrok.
Right.
You have Ragnar's horn. How can you know it was his?
You have me there, friend. I cannot be certain. It's a very old Dane horn. Help me into my house. You can judge for yourself.
Let's check this out first. Whether we have any chance to not have the wool pulled over our eyes. Can we go in here? No. That's closed. Okay. What about this side? Also closed. Okay, so I don't think there is any intention of us getting in there or seeing in there. Right, so I guess we'll see what happens.
I'm curious to see this horn.
I hid it somewhere long ago. Forgive me, I can't recall just where. Help me search.
Right. He's probably just here to steal. But, you know. If someone loots this place, then I will. That's kind of the thing in this game.
Now I remember. It must be behind there.
Right.
Well done, friend. Ah, look at that.
That's no horn.
Let me have a look.
Hold! Thief! You filthy Dane, get out of my house!
This man told me this house was his.
Have you any idea how important I am? I shall have you both flayed and hung from the city gates.
Friend, it's all a simple misunderstanding.
If you were deceived, Dane, you'll return my biblo and help me kill this villain.
Yeah. I knew he would trick me,
Here's
so...
your item. Braun here is a liar and a thief. He deserves what he gets.
No!
Time to die! Get down the side!
Okay, I think I should have read this before I did this. But let's read it now. I finally got my hands on that damned locket. My dearest Edrei will be so pleased. So I wonder if got my hand means he bought it, or if it means he stole it from Bron. Maybe we'll find out something by talking to him.
So much for him.
You've helped me, Dane. I will not send you before the magistrate for robbery. I trust you are grateful.
I regret only that I did not hear the battle song of Ragnar's horn.
I'm curious. really curious how that would end. But I guess there's nothing more, no other clues to be gained in here. Nothing under there either. Okay, no. Let go. That one. Well, anyway. Bye-bye, Bron. These, I don't know what they're supposed to be, dandelions or something. There's these white dots flying around. They're always, they always distract me and think like, oh, I can interact with something here. And then, oh no, that's just a white dot. I wonder if that's intentional. You know, to kind of, you know, make it not quite as obvious.
I spoke with him
puzzle.
again. He said that he pined, and I feel torn in two. My loyalty to him tears me one direction, and the Nephilim point elsewhere. Why hath these voices spoken to me? The Gospels sing within me, and yet I sense conflict. I sense disagreement among the angels. It saddens me greatly. I will one day weigh my soul, attempt penance, attempt to repent for the missteps in my life. Yet here, all shineth brightest, for he let me see.
So yeah, I'm kind of thinking that,
I spoke with him again.
what was his name?
He said that he
Brendan
pined,
of Clonfert.
and I feel torn in two. My loyalty to him
Oh, he
tears
keeps
me
speaking.
one
I
direction,
didn't know that. Cool.
and the Nephilim point elsewhere. Why hath these
Yeah,
voices spoken to me? The Gospels sing within me, and yet I sense conflict. I sense disagreement among the angels. It saddens me greatly. I will one day weigh my soul, attempt penance, attempt to repent for the missteps in my life. Yet here, all shineth brightest, for he let me see.
It kind of seems like, you know, he's a human, or maybe even, you know, an Isu-descended human or something. I don't really know. That... you know, that is, you know, maybe talking to Loki. I don't know. I think everything is because of Loki. Because he's in the game. This is a difficult one. Am I supposed to, like, go out in the boat or something like that? Looks like it might actually be farther away. But yeah, and it seems like he thinks God is speaking with him. And, you know, maybe, you know, and angels and things, and so maybe he's hearing, you know, like Loki saying, hey, I'm your god. And then hearing other Isu going, don't listen to him, or something like that.
Go, my eyes.
Or maybe I can... Why didn't I think of that before? Maybe I can get an idea. Not really. So this looks kind of like it's seen steep from below. Kind of seems to think I've gotten one, even if temporarily, because it goes whoosh. Oh, maybe that's just me walking through the bushes. Okay. Never mind then. Let's see how far away we can go. We don't really see much at this distance anymore. Now it's gone. Okay. Such a really weird angle. I'm really thinking it might be intended to be seen from like far up or far away. These rumbling sounds. Ah, this looks pretty good, but I don't see the rest through. Ah, that looks good. Okay, so I guess... Is it over there? I think now we're out of range, right? Yep, okay. So that means if I get the boat and get somewhere here... Or, this looks good. This. Whoops. steer these boats, damn it. Maybe this will work. Okay. Now, maybe crouch. Front one is still too small. So close. So wait, if we go forward, it gets larger. I think I'm really close to the right position. Come on. Just... yes. Maybe gotta get closer. Maybe it's from the other side. I don't think so, but let's just see if we can see that rock through here. No, I don't think that has the printing on the right side. So it has to be from over there. Can I call my boat here? Because that should give me more room to maneuver. Of course.
Round og reef!
Try to kind of be where that boat is. Let's see if that's enough. Apparently not. Oh, we're petting the cat. I didn't know that was a possibility. So I think we might be too far up. Once we're on the boat, but we'll see. Oh, we went for the wrong boat. That of course can help as well. this spot. Oh, I guess my bloody ship is in the way. Let's go over there to get our ship somewhere where it's not in the way, I guess. But yeah, this is kind of finicky. So I'm wondering if I'm doing the wrong thing. Okay. Sorry, you were too dumb to help with my puzzle game. I need a smarter crew. Sudoku Fridays are cancelled. Like, I sure hope it's not... Like, I hope there's a little bump in the water where I can stand. And now we're not far enough up anymore, are we? It seems to make a sound that says we're almost there. So close. I think it's still too small, isn't it? I don't know. Finally.
I feel something. Light and heat.
All that for one skill point. But I really hope that they will give us some explanation. You know, maybe something like, I don't know, Odin knew that, you know, if he was betrayed, he might lose power or something, and then he put these spots around so that he could find out and get some power from here. And maybe it's, you know, maybe it's like Superman with the solar energy or something, that you need a certain kind of energy and then you can get all these super abilities. So Odin could be decharged and then would need to recharge, and maybe it works on certain humans as well. That would make sense. Alright. I guess while we're here, we have one more skill point. What's a good one? Fire resistance. Range critical chance. Always good for headshots and stuff. There's probably even headshot. Assassination. What's the headshot symbol? Ah, here, a little head. I guess we should look out for those. There's one here. There's not that many headshot damage ones. So I guess if we went here, that's the shortest way to that spot at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more points. We're almost 2020, so I think spelunking in a 2020 area shouldn't be too stupid. But that puzzle took a while. I didn't really like that, because like you had the idea and it was really all about, you know, getting to that exact spot 3 pixel with those horrible, horrible boat controls. I mean, I guess, you know, those boat controls are good in a way because they're not as sluggish as a real boat in water would be. Oh, okay. I dodged the moment you let me get out of the animation. I dodged. Okay, come here. Dodge past enemies. I wish there was a way to say, you know, use just enough power to get behind the enemy. Okay, anyone else here? Anyone want some? No, not my style. My patience with those puzzles is far greater than mine. Hi, Jeff. Yeah, it was getting to the point where I would have said, okay, maybe try that some other day. But I mean, in general, I like puzzles, and this style of puzzle is kind of nice. It's, if you want to see that style of puzzle done really well, play Senua's Sacrifice. What is it called? Hellblade. I always call it Senua's Sacrifice because Hellblade sounds like, you know, Dark Souls or something. But it's a really beautiful story and things like that, and Senua's sacrifice, I think, reflects that aspect of the game much more.
Look, his tongue's been torn out.
Stop it, Asila. His ghost will haunt us.
There's no ghost. Danes don't have souls.
This man is a Norse warrior, and his body deserves respect. Where is his axe? He cannot go to Valhalla without it.
Hurry ran off with it. Don't hurt us. We didn't mean anything. Please.
I will not harm you. I just want to get this man's axe returned. Where's this boy gone?
Over that way. He was playing with it. Slaying monsters.
Okay, so
Stretch your wings soon.
do we see over that way? Wasn't really useful. There was at least a turn with the axe. Great. Do we see anyone with an axe? Oh. Maybe over there. Yep.
You there, boy. Give me the axe before you hurt yourself.
I am no mere boy. I am Hurry, slayer of monsters. You'll have to win it from me in single combat.
We're not really beating up kids, but was the focus there immediately at that moment? Okay, I guess I just missed it. I saw it later when I walked away, but not
A
that
monster
moment.
slayer. Well, as a fellow warrior, I must trade for the axe in a warrior's charm. Thick arms of Agir and thighs of Thor. Strength, honesty, and wit crave all wise warriors.
I can feel this Norse magic running from my fingers to my toes. I bet I can beat you in a race back to that body.
I hope I remember where the body was.
Look, there's a spider crawling around his eye. I think it's eating it.
Ugh. Careful, that Dane's back with Hurry. We have returned to give this dead warrior his axe back. Because why?
A Vikinger must have his axe to gain entrance to Valhalla, home of our gods and eternal glory. It is a warrior's final home.
Alright.
Though we know not your name or your clan, you are a warrior of good stock. Odin welcomes you to his table in Valhalla.
Amen. And one day, us warriors will join you, fighting monsters in eternal battle.
Cute. Where were we? Yeah, but no. Well, I guess we gave him his axe back. I didn't mean to pick him up though. Alright, I think we're full on health. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I missed the focus prompt then. Thank you for alright. Those are some fun side quests. This looks like a city. There might probably be some flighting in there, but since we're here already, just don't run into that guy over there. Let's just check out what that mission over there is. I wanted to go back to main quest today, but apparently my charisma isn't high enough to try one option in the main quest that I really want to try. So I'm kind of trying to find more spots for flighting. I wonder if we ever did the one back in Norway. Or was that because it's the first, it's probably already used? It might be worth going back there and seeing if there's a flighting spot there. I kind of wish you could filter the map by symbols, you know, and go like, oh, there is actually one you missed. Oh, that's another mushroom puzzle, it seems. Those mushroom puzzles have kind of begun to get less and less... Oh! Oh no, that was just Opal. Okay. Light the right braziers. Oh god. Now the braziers are behind a jump puzzle. Okay, so they have Raven Clan flags. And Raider flags. So I guess we turn off the Raider flags. Oh, or can we shoot them? Doesn't look like. Why is it giving me arrows? We can't really get up there, can we? Ah, okay, it works like that. And that one over there, I think. Any others? It's hard to see. No, that is. So maybe it's the reverse. Okay, that was it. Still not sure whether red or blue means light in this description, like light the right flags. But that was a cool visual.
Firewood burns, flame kindles flame, and from man goes wisdom to man, and folly to folly.
Always so philosophical. Woo, skill points. Alright, that was a nice one. I guess we can try to make our way over there and hope that we'll see another flighting opportunity. And hope that we shall see another flighting opportunity. Anyway, Jeff, how are you doing? How's it going? If you're still here. But yeah, it was always a bit of patience required, even with that puzzle back there. That was really just too finicky. You know, like, you have figured out what to do. And, you know, that's the interesting part for me, just figuring out what they want from you. But then, you know, actually doing it kind of ends up being not as interesting, especially if it's like, okay, I know that I have to get this boat somewhere in that spot. I have to get the camera aligned. So that was. They've had some better puzzles, you know, where it was more like find, you know, the right vantage point, like find a point high up that is kind of hidden. You know, like, oh, I can actually walk up that tree or something like that. And then suddenly, okay, yeah, that's my vantage point. That's much more interesting, you know, training your perspective sight. But yeah, in this case, it was a bit annoying. I was really this close to giving up. It was just, okay, yeah. Let's try if maybe I can point the ship at it to make it easier to control and then get the right angle. Oh, is that Stonehenge? No, it doesn't have the crossbars. I don't even know which part of England. Oh, that's one of the stacking games. Okay.
Sigurd, can I have that stone?
No, I need it for my tower.
Sigurd, your father tells me you have a love pledge with Sefa.
No, not anymore. She called me a whale face and I spit on her foot. Those are not words a lover should use.
Does Sefa know you have severed your bond with her?
She does. I told her to find another Drenga, and she cried. I do not know why. Sadness can be so silly.
Your meanness will haunt you one day, Sigurd. I would never betray you.
Because we are friends. In love, hurt is different from that of friendship. Lovers must betray one another as the sun rises and sets.
Ouch. Ouch. So yeah, we may have already helped his lover betray him. Okay, what height do we want? Oh, up there, okay. Let's see if we can maybe... this... That won't stand on there, I guess. I guess we need something flat for it to stand on? No. Nothing can really stand on that one. What if we start with this one? Why can't I get it closer to me? Hello? Okay. Now let's see if we can get that on top. Just drop one off. don't think I have the nerve today for this one. Because this is not a good construction. Another time, maybe. Okay, let's do that another time. We're really looking for a flighting opportunity. And maybe to unlock that synchronization point. Gloucester. Don't mind me, I'm just riding past you at breakneck speed. Possibly running into someone and hurting them. Are those guarding this spot?
Reminds me of Alan Chester and old Nothelm. Mind you, if you had to pick a way to go, his was flaming wondrous. Moving right along. We need to start killing hounds. Lots of big, nasty, cunning hounds. The kind will take your hand off when you pet them.
I always have such funny conversations. I just wish the game did subtitles for them. I know they're not relevant to the story, but you know, they're relevant to the enjoyment. What? Seriously, I have the impression that with every hour I play, the climbing gets worse in this game. Like in the start I thought, it's a bit clunkier than Odyssey, but it's fine. Might be an intentional decision to kind of make it feel rougher. But you know, by now she should have some practice. Okay, let's see, Gloucestershire. Do you have any... Or is it just Gloucester, of course, because Gloucestershire would be elsewhere. So maybe that? I don't really see any spot here. It looks like flighting. Okay, let's run over there, and if we don't find a flighter there, then I guess we'll check out if we left one in Norway undone. Whew. Really seems like a leap of faith in this game. So hard to see the spots to jump to. Oh. It's interesting how they all have like these big trees as the city center. That's you know, that's a thing, you know, that they took like the biggest tree or whatever in the town and said, you know, let's meet there, just because it wasn't easy, obvious place to find. And so it became kind of a, you know, a landmark. That was kind of the city's main square. I guess there you don't see which direction the river goes, so it might be fine. I think it's going left. And then the wheel turns... Yeah, turns the right way.
Yeah.
I still can't get over that one wheel that turned the wrong way. Like, you obviously saw the river was going down and the wheel was going up. And it's like, no, no, no. That only works if you, like, put the water at the top of the wheel or something. There wasn't something like that there. That seems more like a beast's lair or some boss fight arena. Oh, and there's some destructible wall down there. Oh, it's an altar. Oh, of course, yeah. That's... Horse? Well, I guess we'll just leave you here. Make the offer 10 small bullheads. Again! I don't want to go all that fishing. Seriously. Is there any explodey stuff? Yes, there is. I need that. Do 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 do. Maybe let's see if we can do this time without setting ourselves on fire needlessly. The last time we did this, it got bashed against a rock on the side there. Is tungsten? Wait. I think tungsten is the new kind. We might be able to upgrade something. Inventory. Yes, it's our first tungsten ingot. Tungsten carbide drills. Yes, something like that, I guess. Now we started out with carbon, whatever that would be. Then went to nickel. And now we got our first tungsten ingot, and that should be somewhere here should be possible to upgrade one of those when we get back to Ravensthorpe. I think the bracers and stuff only take one, so I guess we'll try that one out. Alright, I guess let's go to Ravensthorpe and then go to Norway, or... No, let's go to Norway directly first. But that's a new point, right? We haven't... Did I seriously climb up there and forget to actually synchronize? Tell me, am I really a moron? Yeah, I guess we were there. It's cleared on the map now. Okay, I guess we'll ride back there. And only then head to Norway, and then go back to... Oh no, it might be a different point. I think it's a hill. But since we're here already, I guess we might as well do that one as well. St. Kenhelm's Falls. Is there some secret room behind the waterfall again? Usually there's a secret room behind the waterfall in this game. Yes, there is. Well, there is explodey stuff. Someone left their dog here. To whomever finds this treasure, good job! I stumbled across this cave and decided to leave a little gift. Did we just adopt a dog? Have to be careful we don't accidentally... Ah, okay. That's why the explodey stuff was near the entrance. Okay, dog, don't get in the way. Okay. We don't want hot dog. Definitely not. Find a key for each chest lock. Seriously. Is this one of those we're exploring England things? Oh, I guess or maybe it's just one. It always says generically for each chest lock. So if you don't look at it... Okay, we only need that one key. It's a bit sad that, why are there so many dead bodies up here? Maybe the wolf eats everyone when we come out. The dog. But I guess that was nice. Can we take you along? Yes, that was nice. That was a nice, you know, change. Like, there's often, like, secret caves. Oh. There's the dog going now. Oh, is the dog really following us? Or is he heading... ahead? Okay, I think the dog just stopped being inside. I hope I didn't miss an opportunity to find a mission. But, you know, we do have a fox and a cat, so we're pretty good in the pet department so far. And, you know, technically the fox is a dog in this game. Don't ask. But yeah, it's cool that they... Hello, horse? I guess this is too steep for the horse. And faster. See you, horsey. But yeah, this was a nice change because usually behind the waterfalls there's often a little cave with in this game I mean, you know, with a crate or some stuff, some loot to pick up. So that's kind of a fun bit. But in this one, they actually gave you like a dog, which to the, to the game players probably felt like, hey, oh, they gave me an extra gift. Still remember the first time I heard sheep and was like, that's a human making fun of me, right? Because they were they sounded so well articulated, it sounded like ba, not like or something like you hear in this game, but like ba, like really like someone was just reading out the sound of a sheep. It's a surprise when there isn't a cave behind the waterfall. Yeah, definitely. I've had a few cases like this where I went like, oh, there's nothing behind that. But like most cases, they put the caves behind the waterfalls. Which, I guess is a nice, convention. It's... it's not impossible. It doesn't break immersion. It's, it's a fun way to kind of let you have some extra loot or something for those people who really check out every nook and cranny without, making the game feel weird for everyone else, because you can just walk past a waterfall and see it as, hey, that's a pretty waterfall. That's scenery. Alright, let's... where is it? Atlas. Let's do a quick trip to Norway. And see if we forgot any flighting there. And then... see if there's anywhere else. I don't think, I think I would have taken all the opportunities for flighting that I had. But who knows? Could be that it's just, that it's just one spot where I went, oh, I'll come back later or something, and then forgot. That sometimes happens. Push the wrong button. But we're there now. So let's see. There's only Orlog. There is only Orlog. Count Orlog. I always think of Count Orlog when I hear about the game Orlog. Kjotves Fortress. Right. I don't think we have any flighting left here. I don't even see missions. Because there's a few missions up there. Where we haven't been. Interesting. But you know what? I think this is a good point to go, and maybe I think that's what I'll do next time. I'll just run around a little more in Norway. There seems to be some beasts to pick up and things. Oh, that's suggested power 280. Okay, maybe not. We're not quite there yet. But here Rigafilke still has a few missions and things we might be able to do. Anyway, so I guess that's what we'll do next time, which is tomorrow for the last time at 8, and then from Friday on we'll be back to starting from at 7 and only going to 10. Let me just not forget to bring up that ending screen. So that's our schedule. Today was from 8 to, well, 12:30. And Thursday and Friday this week, and then the following weeks will be from 7 to 12. 7 to 12? 7 to 10. I mistyped there. I should fix that. Thank you for watching. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Yes, thanks for being here, Fan, Chaff, Ada, whoever else was there. And I think we can do a little raid. I hope you'll come along. There will be Mass Effect, which is a great game. So I'm kind of hoping you will be along.